This video will describe the definition of cum clauses, types of cum clauses, and examples of cum clauses in the Latin sentence. What is a cum clause? A cum clause is a use of the subjunctive, which is in correspondence to and adds on to a main clause of a sentence. A cum clause is connected to a main clause by the use of the conjunction cum. Although all Latin subjunctive cum clauses look the same in a Latin sentence, we as English speakers separate them into different categories so we're able to translate them better. We will learn about two of these types today. The first of these divisions is the cum circumstantial. Hence the name, the cum circumstantial clause describes the circumstances surrounding any given situation. Cum Caesar praefectus in Gallia esset, erat pax. This is an example of a sentence containing a cum circumstantial clause, meaning, when Caesar was governor in Gaul, there was peace. The main clause of the sentence, erat pax, or there was peace, is a full sentence that, in essence, could stand alone. When we add the cum clause, we are describing that two things occur under the same circumstances and time frame, but don't necessarily have any influence over each other. This is why it's called cum circumstantial. The second category of cum clauses is cum causal. This is almost the opposite of cum circumstantial clauses, showing not only the circumstances surrounding a situation, but also describing the reason why something else is able to happen. Dux urbem dedidit cum hostes extra portas essent. Take a minute to try and translate this sentence into English. This translates, because the enemy was outside the gates, the general surrendered the city. Intuitively, you probably knew that the general surrendered the city only because the enemy was outside the gates. Otherwise, this wouldn't have happened. This is why we use the word because to describe cum. We specifically group the sentence into cum causal because the cum clause is describing exactly why something else is able to happen. The structure of a cum clause sentence does not have much variance. The sentence Dux urbem dedidit cum hostes extra portas essent has mainly four parts. The first part, Dux urbem dedidit, is the indicative main clause, which, although in this sentence begins, it could also end the sentence. The second part is the cum, which separates the indicative main clause from the cum clause. The cum clause in this sentence is cum hostes extra portas essent. Essent is the subjunctive verb form of the verb sum esse, meaning to be. This concludes this lesson on cum clauses and its varying categories.